What's going on, good people? Was a little slow to get started. Sorry about that this morning. Got some bad news. Janetta, what it is? Wonder Woman. I hear that. What's up, J. Karma? Ms. P. Good morning, Joy. Oh, Joy. Oh, Joy. Meska, what it is? Meska, y'all nuts, man. Meska crazy as shit. I love it. Hey, everybody. I do. I do. Y'all too crazy, man. What about that man with that credit card? I need a follow up. Titus, what's up? You know it, my main man. Uh so Ladea Love, what's up? So everybody, here we go. This prayer is gonna hit a little different with me today. In the past week, I've lost two people. Last night at 2:30 a.m. in the morning, I get a call from my godmother, not spiritual godmother. This is my actual godmother. That my godfather passed away. 2:30 in the morning. Okay. And yesterday, I just had this depressed feeling over me. You know, I drove around, I was driving in my car, I had tears in my eyes, and I didn't know what was going on. And I'm like, my life is pretty fucking good. I should not be feeling this way. But I just felt like something was missing, or someone was taking advantage of me, or something was being stripped away. It was just a bunch of feelings I just could not grasp what was going on with me. So I finally, calmed my nerves, worked on a couple of projects, and I said, let me go ahead and just knock it out. So around by 11, I just went to bed. All to wake up to the phone blurring off the thing. The phone was vibrating so much it almost fell off the dresser. So I'm like, hey, what's going on? And they like, Robert passed away. I'm like, for what? How? When? You're taking back on this type of stuff. Now here is the fucked up part about it. Both people that passed away in my life recently, both were named Robert. What's the odds? Both, same name. So it kind of fucked me up a little bit there. So this morning's prayer is going to be about the most recent deceased ancestors, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more because it's a difference. It's a difference between the ones from the past and the one that we physically touched, we physically knew, we physically understood. So let me start off by the younger Robert, good friend of mine, not the Godfather. I met him about 16 years ago when I first got into the office furniture installation business. Great guy. Me and him used to go at it. He was like a mentor and teacher, and he showed me how to the little tricks of the trade to get the job done faster, and we worked quite well as a team for years, man. For years. It's like every company he went to, I followed him. And then when that company stopped and I went somewhere else, he would follow me. It was just, we would just work really well together. We bump heads as friends do. But when I got the call that he had perished by his son, it threw me off because nothing was wrong with him. No Rona, no nothing. Just say he was driving in the car and his heart stopped. How the hell? He was a big guy. So, but that messed me up. So I worked through that for a couple of days, and I felt better. I went in my closet, I prayed about it, cried about it. Talk to his recently departed spirit, and then last night I get the phone call I just never would have thought I would get. Now I knew that Noble, and I'm gonna refer to him as what I used to call him. So y'all gotta bear with me because I love this man and I need to give him the respect. And this is how I referred to him. So his name was Noble McGill. I'm a Noble. He's a Noble. For some of the people out there who understand those titles, y'all understand where I'm coming from. So Noble McGill was just an awesome person. And to give you a little backstory on Noble McGill, when I started my journey in masonry, in Prince Hall Masonry, I've never been the type to go out there and, like sleep with those Eastern Stars and all that shit. I kept my dick to myself, because the way I was raised, if you go by those guidelines and bylaws, you don't sit up there, and those women are not made for you to be screwing. You're supposed to protect those Eastern Stars. You're supposed to offer them comfort and aid. So I took my literature very seriously when I was reading. And when I became part of the Eastern Star chapter, the worthy patron for that chapter, and I had to sit in that chapter of all those females and listen to their meetings and how they conduct their meetings and everything like that. I gained a reputation as, Noble B don't do that. Noble B never disrespected us. Now, I stood in that as a worthy patron for 7-8 years. Never once did I come on to those women. Never once did I try to screw them. Some of them came on to me, but it's rules and regulations to this thing. And not once. So then when I finally got to meet him, his wife needed a ride home. And we have to stay there until all these women are secure in their home. Their ride has picked up. That's the job of the worthy patron. We make sure those women are protected. So it was late and her ride didn't come. And Noble McGill had diabetes real bad, so he couldn't come and get his wife. So she like, Noble B, will you take me home? And I'm like, sure. I say, but first, and this is what caught his heart and started the friendship with he and I said, but first, I need you to get your husband on the phone. I say, I need you to call your husband and tell him I'm bringing you home tell him the time we're leaving and estimated time we'll get there, because I don't want my brother, my Masonic brother, to worry, because it was a lot of snakes in that lodge, fucking these women and all that shit there. So she got him on the phone. I say, is it okay if I take your wife home? If not, I call a cab, because we didn't have Ubers back then. I say I call a cab, and I say I pay for it. We'll settle up another time, you know. And he like, Noble B, you got it. He say, put her in the car. Say, they tell me nothing but good things about you, how much of a gentleman you are, etc. So got in the car. I didn't stop to get her nothing to eat, nothing to get her drink. She was like, can we stop at McDonald's? No, ma'am. Your husband put you in my car. I'm going to get you to your husband. You can get your own damn car, go get your own food. My job is to make sure you get to your husband, because that's what I promised him I'm going to do. Come take you straight from this lodge directly to him. And that became the running joke with me and him. He was like, bro, if I ever go out of town, you're the only brother I want around my wife. If I ever go this, you're the most honest, bro. And it became the running joke, because everybody was like, nigga, do you got a dick? Yeah, like all these women shooting themselves at you. Do you got one? Do you? I say it ain't about that, bro. And throughout all of that, you know, me and him just got close. And he showed me that I don't have to follow the status quo of everybody else. He literally taught me how to walk my own path, hold my head up high in masonry. And by me not sleeping with one Eastern Star, by me not doing none of it, the whole time my Masonic journey, I gained a reputation of just that honorable brother. And I love that. That's my character, that's my strength, that's what I stand on. And he and I used to go to his house, and we used to talk, and we used to play games. And he had the thing, he used to build army forts out of cardboard. Like, he would take the cardboard, he would cut them with the scissors, because he had started working a long time ago due to diabetes. And I would go over there and bring him some cardboard and stuff, and he'll take his time, and he'll make a whole goddamn full scale scene from when he was in the military, the buildings, the rocks. I mean, out of cardboard, glue and shit. I mean, he was amazing. But myself and his wife, man, we had a great relationship. And he was like, you know what, he said, from here on out, I'm your god daddy. He said, call me your god daddy. I said, yes, sir. And we just always hit it off cool. His wife, I would go visit her, and she would talk and just spend time with her and things when he was in the hospital, go check on him while he was in the hospital. I just did my duty as a noble and a friend. So when I get the call 2:30 in the morning, well, 2 in the morning, it just really hurt me, because who's gonna compliment me anymore? I mean, it sounds a little selfish, people, but listen to me good what I'm telling you. There's somebody, a recent ancestor, a recently deceased person in your lives, who always gave you the best compliments, who always gave you that pride in yourself, that always taught you to stand on what you believe in, no matter what people say. This is who we're gonna pray for today. Because I had grown accustomed to every time we talked, he would end that conversation. You know what? You're a good man, Noble B. You're a good brother, and I wish they made a bunch of you out there in the world to be a better place. You're a strong black man, and you understand your family, you understand kid, and you understand how every other man thinks. And he said that's what we need, because sometimes we can get caught up in ourselves and only think about ourselves. He said, but a person like you who can think about everybody else before themselves, these are the type of people that I wish they cloned of. He said, but you know, we got to take a lot of these Negroes out who don't understand that. That's how he used to talk. He was very logical with an emotional twist at the end. And I said, and when I heard it this morning, I was like, man, I am gonna miss him complimenting me. I'm gonna miss him telling me that I could do anything I set my mind to. I'm gonna miss him telling me, giving me that praise that, granted I did that on my own, but he would give me the praise and the fortitude to say, yeah, you didn't screw these women. You didn't try to come on to my wife, because he has a very beautiful wife. And a lot of those brothers was coming at his wife heavy. And I wasn't one of those people, because he had a younger wife. And I just wasn't one of them people, man. I didn't see taking that man's property like that, taking that man's wife and shit. But everybody used to come on, and she did her due. She fought him off. She, man, get the hell out of here. No, McGill wouldn't like that shit. But that just made me feel real good that they saw the true me. But he's no longer here. He used to always say, Noble B, if they were more like you, boy, he said, if they were more like you, I could die a happy man right now. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying here. There's a recently deceased ancestor in you guys' life now that made you feel like the world was yours, that validated you for everything you ever said in your life, everything you ever did in your life, wrong, right. They came at you, they gave you the harsh truth, but the stuff you did, they validated the shit out of you. They made you feel like, mm, mm, you was somebody. And you will be surprised if you think back in the old computer up here that you found yourself gravitating towards those people. You found yourself wanting to go see them once a week, or wanting to pick up the phone just to call. You ain't got nothing to talk about, just so you could hear that sweetness that somebody thought of you as a sweet person. Because in this age, in this day and age, people, let's face it, everybody look at each other as snakes, scam artists, thieves, frauds, killers, thieves, and everybody looking at the nastiness of your soul. Ain't nobody sitting up there complimenting the good side of you. Ain't nobody sitting up pouring prosperity and positivity into you. Anytime you talk about prosperity, it's about money, clothes, and holes, and what it can do for me. Ain't nobody saying, looking at the other form of prosperity as, let me build this character up. Let me build this man's character up. Let me build this female character up. Let me make her great. And Noble McGill and Robert, they did that for me. They built my character up. When I thought I was a piece of shit from coming off of gangbanging, when I thought I was a piece of shit from being out there in them streets fucking and hoeing and stuff, when I was coming off and I was learning myself and growing up, becoming a man that I am today, becoming a father, attempting to be a good husband, they spoke life into that scenario part of me. They didn't say, oh, I remember when Kip was out there busting heads. I remember when you hit that nigga in your Chevy. They didn't say nothing about that. That wasn't that. Everybody got a past, and that's where we're going to leave it in the past. But you're a great man now. You're a great provider now. You're a great father now. And I found myself, when I was down, gravitating towards those talks, wanting to go sit up under him just to hear the sweetness. Granted, I would hear his story and we would talk, but I still don't know, was I being selfish? I mean, that's just something I'm dealing with internally, people. Was it a selfish thing that I wanted to hear those nice things about me? Was I really going over there to spend time with him just for him? It's so conflicting, because I enjoyed every moment of it. But people, y'all gotta look at y'all life. Y'all got some really special people. There's one or two, man, I know in y'all everyday waking life right now that has nothing but nice, positive things to say about you. And the one that just recently deceased, y'all take what they say and y'all hold on to it, and y'all grab it and y'all make love to it, and y'all be gentle with it, and y'all say, this is the memory. This is what I'm going to go by. This is the persona I want to do. They said I could do no wrong. They said I was better than what my past was. They said I was this and I was that, and I'm gonna take that to heart. And now I ain't got that person to tell me that no more. I ain't got the person to scream at me for leaving on the light in the kitchen in the daytime when I come in this house. I ain't got nobody to sit up there and tell me I need to learn how to talk sports because only real men know how to talk sports. I was like, man, I'm a scientist, a geographer, social study, man. I don't do sports like that. But you gotta learn how to talk sports. If you don't know how to talk sports, you might as well throw your man card away. And that was his thing. And boy, could he write down the names of every Dallas Cowboy. I'm a Cowboy fan, y'all. He can run down the name of every Cowboy fan, every what put punch, score. And when he lost his leg, Noble McGill, he had a prosthetic leg, but it had the Dallas Cowboy. He said, "I'm a true fan," and he was picking at me, and he was like, "Let's see if you lose something, you get a Cowboy prosthetic." And man, I ain't losing shit. I get a tattoo probably. And we used to joke about that, you know. I mean, those are just the times we had together. But people, I need you guys to really dig deep and look down into yourselves and see what the hell is going on. See who the people are around you that give you that positive glow about yourself, that tell you the best thing you can be about yourself and say all of that good stuff like that. Because those people are so far and few in between, man. You'll get caught up and you'll get hooked on the poison in life. You'll get hooked on everybody telling you you don't look so good, you're too fat, you're too skinny, you know, your life ain't right, your hair ain't curly enough, your hair ain't straight enough. One lady called me and was crying because somebody called her a nappy headed hoe. Now, I ain't heard that shit in a while. It was somebody close to her. You nappy headed hoe. The lady is a beautiful woman. Beautiful. Her head ain't even nappy. But the sting of that terminology stung her so bad, it brought her to tears. And then all of the positivity that all the men and women that she know was saying, "Girl, you fine, you got a shape on you, you beautiful, look, you got you." It didn't register up here because that one comment poisoned her her idea of herself, tainted her image. And when she looked in the mirror, the only thing she seen was that nappy headed hoe. So the people who pour into you positively, that speak that goodness on you, man, look at them on. B, you got some buff ass on. Boy, you that gray look good in your beard. You look good with a beard. You used to look like a chipmunk. Now you look like a grown ass man. Shit like that. You know, that hairstyle look good on you. That suit fitting you. That dress working. Oh my God, them boots, girl, they flowing with that whole outfit. You did that. You put that shit together. That those compliments are so far and few in between that people don't get it. But the negative shit people say, even when the comments, people say shit in the comments, that fucks with you. And I'm finna go on some highlight shit now. And I'm just letting you guys know just how serious this shit is when the negative comments fuck with you so bad. And I'm not trying to capitalize on this Will Smith thing, but I got a clip texting me Will Smith slapping that Chris Rock fella. And I like Chris Rock. He cheesy and he's white America comedian all day long, but he deserves it. He worked hard to get there if you know his story. But he made a joke, and next thing you know, Will Smith slaps this man on TV. Will, it couldn't be me. Boy, I would have skunked your ass up in that bitch. Them tuxedos would have been ass off, boy, because I would have thumped you properly. But that's why I'm on YouTube and they up there. I ain't got that mentality to let that shit happen. So he sat up there and hit that man all over a joke because he felt he had to defend his wife. Uh, she had got alopecia. That's when your hair balled up and shit, hair fall out. It's a vitamin D sufficiency. They got enough fucking money they can get vitamin D injections in their ass and grow that shit right on back. But hey, yeah, that was real. That was real. Will Smith was crying and everything. That was weird. He always crying. That bitch cried more than Michael Jordan. Uh, But yeah, he slaps that man and shit all because of a joke, all because he was tired of all the media dissing him and his wife and insulting him. Now, and this is a real man that has a lot of fans. People adore him. He can screw any woman he want. I mean, it's just that. But only thing he could see is his identity with Jada. And that if something's wrong with Jada, somebody's making fun of Jada, somebody's making fun of their relationship, he's putting that shit on him. He don't see the god-like status he at. He don't see the handsomeness of his face, the build of his structure, the good he's done for people. He just see that one tainted ideology. Same thing, people. We tend to fall in that thing where we don't see shit good about ourselves other than what these people think we are, and they can say some harsh shit to us, and that's all that'll permeate in our mind and we'll think about. So when we have somebody in our life that says something beautiful and good, and you know this is their typical conversation for you, and you lose that, it becomes like, who's gonna hold my hand now? Who's gonna take care of me now? Who's gonna make me feel better when I'm down? Who's gonna do that? It's almost like a selfish thing. Now that guilty pleasure of mine was Noble McGill. That was my guilty pleasure because he always had nothing but nice to say about me. He didn't see my past. He didn't see me with a single man with all the kids. He didn't see a former gangbanger. He ain't see all that shit. He saw me as I presented myself to him, an honorable and respectful person that cares about the feelings and his mentality when it comes to his wife and things. And I'm gonna miss him so much, y'all. I'm gonna miss him a lot. But for you guys out there, if I can say one thing to you guys and one thing only this morning that you're supposed to get from this, gravitate to the people who give you the best feeling, the greatest compliments. Gravitate to the people who just make you feel like this new version of you that you're trying to become is all they can see about you. Not that what you did in the past. Everybody got a story. Everybody done did some bad shit. You done had some whole moments. You done had some hero moments. But it's the moment here that defines you. Find those people and surround yourself with those people who are going to sit up there and make your now moment their best moment, their best memory of you. It's so valuable and it's a precious gift because everybody is looking to tear you down. Everybody is looking for an insult. Everybody is looking for the next joke, the next tagline, hashtag fucked up Baron, hashtag hooking on Main Street, some shit to just throw you down and to get a chuckle, a laugh, for 15 minutes of fame, peanut gallery, dousing gasoline on your ass, watching you burn while they chuckling and laughing. And then you got the people who care about you. They sitting up there saying, how we gonna fix this? How can we make this person feel better? Depression comes along, suicide sets in, you get these fucked up things. Now you want to augment your body and do everything to beautify yourselves and make yourself feel whole and pretty and shit. And it's just a self-destructive mode all the way down. But if you surround yourself with those people who always have a smile, always have a positive word, always have a friendly handshake, always sitting up there thinking the best of you, and know in the heart of hearts that you can't do no wrong. Know that you're human, you're going to make mistakes, but somebody that's not dwelling on it. These are the people, man, that I'm praying for today. These are those ancestors that done that been there, that had nothing but positive things to say about any and everybody that came around. They didn't see your past. They didn't see your fuck ups. They didn't see your frailties. Only thing they saw is the person you was becoming today. If you got the people that was the biggest hoes out there, that gave up more puss and more dick than a little bit. But when you come to the house and you say, I done make a change, turned over a new leaf. They the first one while everybody in the peanut gallery, oh no, you a hoe, you gonna always be a hoe. You a player, you gonna always be a player. You're a pimp, you gonna always be a pimp. And then that's that one person. If you plan on doing this shit, then we gotta do it right. Let me get you some new clothes. Let me tell you how to move it with movement. They give you constructive criticism, how to move in life now, how to take on the action of this persona you're doing. You got me? These are the people we praying for. Everybody had them. To some people, it was your grandmama. To some people, it was your uncle. Some people, it was your brothers and sisters. Hell, to some people, it was your nephew who had their shit together. Your niece. That's what we need to pray for. I think they need so much love and affection and energy. I think everybody should bake them an apple pie and set it on your altar. I don't know how to bake no pie, but I'm damn sure going to buy one and buy one from the little Publix and such. And today put it on my altar and say, hey, there's a apple pie for you. Thank you so much for just being so sweet to me and being so sweet to those in the family. You just an unsung hero now. You're unsung hero at this point in the game. And people, we forget all the good shit people say to us and do for us, and we forget. 100% we forget. They've been got us through our worst moments and made us feel capable of living the life we want to live, and then we forget all about that shit because nothing joyful sticks. Only the pain sticks, people. I hope you guys can understand what I'm saying. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Brandy, I know that apple pie sound good right now, but I'm low sugar right now. Everybody, we take a lot of our ancestor energy for granted. We take a lot of people for granted, and when they're gone, we sitting up here looking around, hoping and wishing they was here. Even the bad ones, even the one that did you wrong, because they served a purpose. But y'all know what I say. I'd rather have a whole ancestor than a piece of a god any day. Who's gonna look at me right now and see my true image? Who's gonna look at me and understand that that guy from the past is not me and I'm this new guy here? Who's gonna say the great things to me to help me get over my insecurities and my fears? Who's gonna be that person for me? Who's gonna be that person for you? I would pray this morning and ask that ancestor to send somebody in your everyday waking life, somebody who could take their place and build you up when you get torn down. Yes, I am born. I wish I could get up and go get my ancestor pot and everything and show you all the ancestor money and stones and the various things, but I'm still in pajamas under here and it wouldn't be so flattering. But yes, I am burning ancestor money. I set up the altar, the ancestor altar, and although Noble McGill is not my blood, he's up there. I got him up there. definitely. Yeah, I could do a live on burning ancestor money. I could do that. Haitian goddess, what's up? That's right, Tranika. That's just it's called Create Miracle Golden Frequency of Abundance 999 Hertz. Law of Attraction. It's just a thing. It's just a song I got off of YouTube. I got it playing while I'm on the phone. What's going on, Portia? Hey, Baron, it's Portia. Adam, you need to, man, listen, I bought so much of this ancestor money off of Amazon, and it ain't cheap. The real stuff ain't cheap. I mean, the J Emperor money, $1 million ancestor money bill, sprinkled with a little oil, throw a little bit of sage in there, throw a little bit of bay leaves in there, and burn it all together. I give them what they want. A little bit of blueberries. I give them dry strawberry. Man, please, I give my ancestors everything, bitch. If you want essence of something, you gonna get essence of something. But people, listen to me when I say you got to start honoring those people who honor you in your everyday waking life. For everybody who send you guys a compliment, for everybody who say something nice about you, for everybody who say you can do it, you can make it, you can become who you want to be, and not some hype motivational stuff. I'm talking about people you know deep down inside that really feels it, and you know that they mean your best. That's who you sit up there and you give a hug to. That's who you sit up there and you cater to. That's who you hold the door for. That's who you get a cup of coffee for. That's who you sit up there and buy lunch for one day. I mean, we got to start taking care of our living too, because when they transition to ancestorhood, we are gonna be able to call on these people to help us fight, help us deal with our issues. I treated Noble McGill good, and he treated me even better. So I feel I did my part. I just wish I could have did more. It's all about, people listen to me good. It's all about giving energy back to the ancestors. That's what these prayers are about. It's not about to listen to a story. It's not about to sit up here and go down memory lane. It's about giving energy back to the ancestors so they can alleviate their situation they were going through, because they never had anybody to pray for them. They never had the connection that we can all get online and connect to 300 people at a time and say a prayer for them, and they just had their little bubble. Spirit not now. Everybody that spirit trying to get it, y'all. Get it, get it, get it, get it. uh, Queen 88, you'll have to go to the website and book one of them, okay? You feeling down, Queen? Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry you feeling down, darling, but I speak all positivity and life into you right now. I speak happiness upon you. And whatever the hell got you feeling down, you're going to overcome it. You're going to be great. But learn from it. Pencil that shit down and learn how to maneuver around it in case that shit pop his head up again, y'all. All right? So people, that's what's going on, man. So between losing both Roberts this week and shit, and getting the new channel up and everything like that, and it's like I just wanted to stop. I ain't want to roll out no products. I ain't want to do nothing with the Robert thing. And then Noble McGill, it's like, geez, man, I'm praying that I don't get another phone call for nothing else. Uh, I don't know, Pecky. What's that? Pesky Pescatarian. I don't know what's going on with it. I do various. There are certain dates that I'm on Patreon. That's all. There's just certain dates I'm on there. Yes, Miss Diva One. That's all I'm doing right now for the people who want to get a reading in because I'm on vacation. But I did set up for the emergency reading while I get all these teachings out because once I open up the readings, I ain't gonna have time to stop and because I gotta read, I gotta edit. If I ain't have to edit, I mean I'll be on point. But I have to read, I have to edit, I have to get the videos posted, I have to do a lot of stuff. On top, I gotta get this board ready for teachings and education and things of that nature. Let alone taking care of the kids and running two businesses. So I mean, it's hell on me. So I had to take a little break to get myself together. Queen Nadine. Oh, Queen Nadine said I warned you not to get depressed when the breakup happened. Oh, thank you. Thank you. But everybody, I mean, since this is a recent ancestor, I really don't know the energy, the spot, the do to talk about anything like that. So I gotta wing this one here because this is still emotional. Oh, Titus, I appreciate that, bro. You know it, my man. But people, I'm gonna let out a real good cry when I go visit his widow today. I'm gonna hug that woman and let out a cry so good. I'm gonna let her cry real good. Because he meant a lot to me. He said, I mean, just think about the one person that told you you was great. That's some powerful stuff, y'all. The person that never saw your bad side, that never saw your whole moment, that never saw your thug moment, that never saw any other bad shit in you. And if they did, that wasn't you. That was the old you. That ain't the you that you standing in front of me now. That's how you used to say it. Those people, man, they rare. Everybody say, oh, I could put your past aside, but they'll throw that shit up in your face. Least chance they get when they mad. Me and him got mad at each other one time, and he never brought up that fact and all that stuff. He never brought that up. It was just simple. I'm mad at you. Talk to you another day when I got time to look at your face. Love you. Get out of here. Respect. Never said nothing harsh. So people, listen to me good. Though ancestors are far and few between, and although Noble McGill was not my blood, he definitely goes on my altar as an ancestor, and I'm gonna pray for him, and I'm gonna send his spirit off right with love, energy, focus, and attention and time. And if I could say anything about him that I would say make it your mission, that please get your diabetes under control, people. Lay off the sugars, lay off the carbs if you got to. Focus on your health. Cause that's what took him out, diabetes. So if you guys are out there pre-diabetic, and I'm not a medical provider, so just take what I'm saying as entertainment, I guess, how they say in the disclaimers. But get your ass down there to the doctor, man. Get your diabetes checked out. Get on a proper diet. Just a little bit of exercise and running around, little jumping jacks. Just taking an extra walk around the block. You know, going in the backyard gardening or something, or get you one of them damn jump ropes and the hula hoops, women, and shimmy your ass around. That little bit of energy could save off a little diabetes from you. Just do something to get your health together, brothers and sisters. People are depending on you. I depended on him to tell me that good stuff about me. And there's some people out there depending on you to make them feel good. You may be the only highlight in their life at times. You may be the only positive message they get throughout the day because they consider you a friend. Hell, you may even be the person to challenge them to be better than what they was today for tomorrow. So take care of your health. Get your shit together, people. I'm not really feeling good right now, and I'm trying to keep this positive ass face for everybody. But I can tell you I am not in my best energy. So I'm finna go ahead and lay this prayer down on you guys. And we'll go from there, good people. O Source, the one to which strength, mental fortitude, and joy comes from, I ask that you allow me an audience with my bearer so that I may understand him clearly. He may understand me. Thank you. Baron, my friend, my God, my refuge when I'm in a bind. I ask that you allow me an audience with my ancestors that I may be able to understand them and they may be able to understand myself. Keep a barrier between us. Allow the exchange of energy to be harmonious, peaceful, doing no harm to myself or anybody in earshot who take on this prayer. Standing between them and the deceased. Only pour energy into the deceased if they will it with their mind or is in agreement. Thank you. I love you. This is for all the ancestors, but more importantly, that ancestor who recently did pass. Those ancestors who were here today, gone tomorrow. Those who disappeared in the blink of an eye. Those ancestors that gave a good word, a kind-hearted word, always looked for the best, always wanted the best for us. Ancestors, this prayer is for you. This prayer is for you and your offspring. This prayer for you and your journey in the afterlife. This prayer is to build you up, strengthen you, and to show you that we thank you, we care for you, and we love you. You made our lives easier to deal with. You made the problems we was going through more bearable. You corrected us when we was going on a bad path. You made us stave off idiotic ideas. And sometimes you kept us from making bonehead ass moves. Noble McGill, I remember I was dating and we all met up at the bar, and I was so hyped on this girl to come in there. And I didn't dance with no other girl. I didn't chat no other chick up. I didn't do nothing. And from across the room, you saw that I was waiting for this one girl to walk in that bar. I told you guys I'm waiting on somebody. And you saw that I had been waiting there for about 2 hours. And it's 12 at night. Nobody showed up. Girl stood me up. And you saw I was feeling bad. And you walked up to me and you put your hand on my shoulder. And you say, brother, a man like you, a good man like you, it's a woman out there that's going to be worth your time and energy. The right one going to find you. Don't waste your time waiting on that piece to come in here. Look around. It's a smorgasbord. Get your ass on the dance floor and move a little bit. Somebody will gravitate to you. Noble Gill, you saved me from a life of depression right then and there, because I desperately wanted that woman. And now I am in a better place. Thank you so much. You was a great man. Treated me like a great man. To all those ancestors who saw the mindset to sit up there and tap one of us on the shoulder and say, hey, you better than this situation you in. You better than this. Don't waste your life. Don't waste your time doing this. Come on, you can do this. Be better, be greater, be smarter, be faster, get richer. This one is for y'all. You served a purpose. And the small things that you did that you don't know, this is just your character, but the words that you put on people's hearts, you just never know how much you changed them. So, Ancestor, these are for you. Keep encouraging us, keep us strong, keep our strength up. Because in this world, we need it, ancestors. We need it more than anything. I love you. I thank you. I praise you. Take some of my energy to get over your issues. Come back stronger. Permeate through our minds and our souls to get us over our humps, to get us over our issues. I love you. I thank you. So more to be. So more to be. So more to be. Everybody, I'm finna sign off for this thing. I'm about to sign off for this thing. Hey, everybody, I thank you guys. You all have a great day. Love you. Take care.